Hello children, today we are going to revise the lesson effects of electric current. Okay, in the beginning I told you that electric current flows only in closed circuit. Closed circuit. Okay. What are the components of the circuit? There are four components we had discussed. First is cell or battery. They are the source of current. Second, wire. Wires are connectors. They connect one object to the others. Third is switch that we use to flow the circuit like current or to stop the current. Fourth is appliance in which we are using like your bulb and motor, electric motor, any appliance we can use. Okay, now children, after this we are going to discuss effects. There are two effects of electric current. Two effects. One is heating effect. Heating effect of electric current. And other is magnetic effect. Magnetic effect. Now we are going to discuss this in detail. So children, today we are going to discuss about heating effect of electric current. To explain this, first I am going to tell you about an activity. In this activity, what we will do, we will take one bulb, torch bulb, okay, and we are going to attach it with the switch, then to this wire, and then to the cell. Cell we will take off 1.5 volt, and then again with the wire. Okay, as we are going to switch off the circuit, the current start flowing. It will flow, okay, and inside the bulb there is a filament. Children, last year you had studied this filament is there very thin, and this filament is made of tungsten wire. Tungsten, okay. This, as the current flows, this tungsten heats up, and due to the heat of this tungsten wire, the gas inside the bulb glows and it gives light to us, and we call this incandescent bulb. Okay. Now this setup for we will allow it to glow for 3-4 minutes. After that we will switch off the bulb, switch off this, and then we will touch the bulb. We will find it is little hot. Why this is hot? This is hot just because of the heating effect of electric current. This is our topic. Now children, heating effect of electric current is disadvantage. Okay, like current is flowing, and suppose we are giving 100% current, 10% is this current converted into heat. This current is flowing, 10% of this current converted into heat, so there is a loss of current, electric energy. 90% we are getting, 10% is converting into heat. It's a kind of disadvantage. So what are the disadvantage of heating effect? First disadvantage is there is loss of electric energy. Loss of electric energy. Second, due to the heat, sometimes what happens? The appliances, due to the heat, what happens? Sometimes appliances, they get damaged. Okay, appliances, they get damaged. Get damaged due to this heat. So one way this is a disadvantage for us. But this disadvantage scientists they have converted into advantage. How they are going to use it in daily life, we use it. How we have converted this disadvantage into advantage, we are going to discuss one by one. Children, heating appliances, electric heating appliances, there are many appliances you must have seen. Few I am going to discuss. First is electric iron. It's an advantage. Here we are using heat of electric iron. Here we are using heat for ironing the clothes. Children, you must have all you must have seen electric iron. You have seen there is hot plate that with the help of that we iron the clothes. But what is there inside? Whenever you get time, you visit to electrician shop and you ask them to show me element. This element is like this. It's a shape of iron. But when you observe, it is made up of very thin strip, insulated strip, and here very thin wires are running. Very thin wires are running. It is not given in the book. So hear it very carefully, and to these screws are there. By this the wire is attached. This is placed inside the iron. Okay, when electric current passes, this current is going, and this as it goes, it passes through this wire. And children, the specialty of this wire is it is made of nichrome. Nichrome is an alloy. It is an alloy. What is the meaning of alloy? Means it is made of, this wire is made up of two metals, nickel and chromium. Nickel and chromium. And these two mixed together and it is formed nichrome, and this is a special wire. Why this is a special? It converts electrical energy into heat energy. Means it has high resistance power. It stops that electric current and convert it into heat form. Okay. So here this nichrome wire converts electrical energy into heat energy, and that heat energy we utilize for ironing the clothes. Same way there are many gadgets like electric heater. All you know, there is rod, and children, this rod is made of clay. Clay, all you know, it is bad conductor of heat and electricity both. And around this there is a wrapping of nichrome wire. When we pass the electric current, what happens? This wire you have seen, it heats up and start glowing red color, red hot it becomes. And it is producing what? Heat. That heat we utilize. Same way in water geyser, you know, the lining of the body of the water geyser, there is lining of this nichrome wire, and that heats up the water. Same way in electric dryer and also blower, OTG, oven, toaster, griller. In all these we are using what? Heating effect of electric current. Is this clear, children? Now children, we are going to discuss electric fuse. Children, what happens if large amount of electric current pass through any appliance? What will happen? Do you know? It causes the wire, like a large amount of current is passing through this wire. What will happen? It causes wire to get overheat. And when this wire will overheat, what will happen? It will melt and get damaged. And what happened after this? The appliance in which it is flowing, that appliance is going to be damaged. Okay. So this problem, this fault of the circuit we can remove by using electrical fuse. Okay. To prevent the appliance from getting damaged from an excessive flow of heat, we use the device that is called fuse. Okay. We use this fuse in electric circuit. It is now it is fitted now in all the devices. We have mixer grinder. This fuse is there. I am going to show you this electric fuse. In the book it is given. It is like this, and thin wire is running. Okay. This thin wire is made up of also alloy of lead and tin. Lead and tin. Okay. So, what is the specialty there that resists the heat? Here, this alloy does not resist the heat. What happens? It melts easily. On little heating, it melts. And what happens when it melts and then it breaks. And disconnectivity takes place and circuit breaks and the current stops. Okay, it is not flowing. So this is the work of fuse. What happened? An electric fuse prevent a large amount. Suppose this is mains. ये हमारा mains है. This is mains. The current is coming. This is our device. Suppose it is mixie. It is coming from the current is coming. Now all of a sudden too much amount of current is coming. But when it passed to this fuse, so this wire which is here placed, okay, this wire is going to break. Why? Because it cannot resist high amount of current. It heats up and break, and what happened? The circuit is open now and the current will not flow into the device. This way device or appliance is protected. Okay, it stops the supply, cuts off the supply of electric current and preventing further damage. Clear, children? Now we are going to discuss principle of electric fuse. It works on what? The principle I told you, that is the principle. Again I am telling you what is the principle. Principle of an electric fuse. It works on heating effect, but here what? In less heat it melts. The electric fuse work on the principle of heating effect of electric current. Heating effect of electric current. The amount of heat caused depends on the amount of current flowing through the wire. If the current is greater, the more heat would be produced. So when the more current is coming, right amount of current is coming, so no problem is there, device will work. But sometimes all of a sudden large amount of current comes. At that time what will happen? This wire cannot resist that much heat. It will heat up and it will melt. Okay, the wire is made up of a material that melts easily when heated. Example of material used for fuse wire are lead, tin, alloys of lead and tin, aluminium, zinc, etc. It is depends such that only a certain amount of current can flow through it. If the current exceeds this amount, the heating in the wire causes it to melt. Okay, children? We say that the fuse blows. Now one more thing I would like to tell you, that is MCB. Miniature circuit breaker. What is the full form? MCB, miniature circuit breaker. Children, it is there in our houses. You ask your parent, they will show you. What is the function of this? This circuit breaker automatically operated. What happens if the large amount of current is passing through the like mains, these MCBs are placed there, and what happened, automatically electric switch that protects an electric circuit during on overload or short circuit, they can be reset to restore normal operation. They come down when the large amount of current is passing, they come down on their own, okay, and protect the line from fuse getting blow. Okay children, the fuse needs to be replaced after. In what is the problem in fuse? That when it blows we need to replace it, but in miniature circuit breaker what happen, it stops the current. The switch offs and it stops the current from flowing. This way it protects the device and the line. Is this clear to all of you? Today we are going to discuss magnetic effect of electric current. Last year you have learnt about magnets, fun with magnet chapter. In that you have learned that some substances, they behave like they attract the other substances. Like magnet, it attracts iron, cobalt and nickel. So here we are seeing sometimes not always, what happened when the current is passing through the wire, that time the wire behaves like magnet. Here we are going to prove this with the help of an activity. So this activity is what? To see the magnetic effect of current passing through a wire. Okay, here we will take what material we will use. We will take one cell of 1.5 volt. You can do this activity in home. Here we expose the wire and we tape this or stick this with the minus terminal. And this wire we will wrap on the magnetic needle. All you know magnetic needle, you have seen last time. We are going to just make one loop of this wire on the magnetic needle. And the other end, children, when this is exposed, okay, when we touch, what will happen? The current will, when we touch it, the current will start flowing. And we will see the needle, first it was in this position, it is deflected. It is deflected. So this deflection tells what? That when the current start passing, okay, when current start passes through the wire, it behaves like magnet and therefore magnetic needle deflected, okay, of the compass. So now here we have proved this, that there is magnetic effect of electric current. Now I am going to tell you more about electromagnet. What are electromagnets? Children, electromagnets are magnets when electric current passes. An electromagnet is a device that acts like a magnet when electric current passes through it. Okay, it loses its magnetic properties when the current is switched off. How are we going to make it? What we do, we take soft iron and we will take long wire. Children, here two things are very important for the strength of magnet. Two things are very important for the strength of magnet. First thing, the length of wire. The length of wire. Here I am telling you, I have taken soft iron. Soft iron increases the magnetism. That is why we use soft iron core, or we call it core. Okay, here the wire we take, you have seen wire, simple wire, that is going to behave like a magnet. Okay, we are going to wrap around it, around this core. These are number of turns. The strength of the electromagnets depends on number of turns. Number of turns means if length is more, then number of turns would be more. Okay, so Strength of the magnet, first thing, depend on what? Length of wire or number of loops. Second is more current, more strength. More current, more strength. If we are using 1.5 volt battery, and if we the current is passing, that is fine. If we are going to use 9 volt battery, the strength would be more. So it is clear to you that the strength of electromagnet depends on what? Amount of current passing. Okay, now this is our electromagnet. Generally, electromagnets that are used commercially have long insulated wire, wound. This is insulated wire, wound tightly many times around a cylinder or core. Okay, a piece of soft iron in the core increases the strength of electromagnet. Is this clear, children? Now, this is also called solenoid. What is solenoid? Now I am going to tell you about solenoid. Solenoid is what? Electromagnet. Solenoid is what? Electromagnet. Okay. A solenoid is a long wire. It is a long wire that has been wound many times in a tight coil around a hollow or solid core. Many times when you see the solenoid, you will find you are not able to see the core. It is tightly wound, and you know this solenoid we use in so many electrical devices like fan and mixie. Okay, a solenoid is used, we use it as electromagnet. First time, children, Hans Christian Ørsted. It is the name of the scientist. This is the name of the scientist. First time he discovered this thing. Ørsted. First time he discovered that, what he discovered? Magnetic effect of electric current. First, okay. In which year? 1777. First time this man had discovered magnetic effect of electric current. He demonstrated that a magnetic needle gets deflected when it is brought near a current carrying wire. Okay, so in memory of this man, in CGS system, which system? CGS. CGS is what? Centimeter gram second system. Okay, the unit of magnetic field. Unit of magnetic field is what? Ørsted. Okay, when we measure the magnetic field, we measure that in Ørsted. In which system? CGS system. Is this clear? Now I am going to show you activity that this electromagnet attracts iron. And children, this activity I will ask you to do also. How are you going to do this activity? In this activity, you will take one iron nail. Okay? Iron nail. And you take insulated wire. Insulated wire means covered wire, and one end you make free, and this you wrap many rounds around this nail. Children, you do this. Is not dangerous activity. You do this. Okay? And then you take one cell of 1.5 volt. And just you attach both the ends of the wire, fix it. Okay, fix with the tape. And after some time you bring some small thumb pins, nails and all, not thumb pins, nails or stapler pins. You'll find this tip of the nail, it is attracting these things. So this is the safety pin gets attracted to the iron nail. So what is the conclusion? Passing an electric current in a coil wrapped around an iron piece make this iron piece magnet. Okay, make this iron piece magnetic. And one more thing, as the current is off, it will not behave like magnet. Okay, so and I told you already, the strength of electromagnet depend on the number of turns of the wire around the core and the amount of current passing through it. Two things you remember this. Okay, children. The iron nail attracts more number of safety pin when we are going to make more loops. Okay, we add more loops, it is going to attract more, or if we increase the strength of this power of the cell, also it is going to attract more cell. And next thing I told you, when we remove this wire from here, means disconnection take place, what will happen? It will not behave like magnet. Whatever things are stuck here, they will fall down. Okay, so what I told you, the electromagnet loses its magnetic effect when the source of electric current is removed. Okay, children? Okay, children, we are going to discuss uses of electromagnets. Electromagnets have a wide range of use in all sorts of devices. Okay, in maximum devices we use electromagnets. They are also used in cranes to pick up cars in a scrapyard. Last year I told you. And also separate iron from garbage dump. They are also used in loudspeaker, telephones, and in electric motors, electric fans, washing machines. So there are in various gadgets we use this electromagnets. Electromagnets, they are also used in electric bell. Here I am going to explain you this electric bell, how this electric bell functions. Okay. I am going to tell you the steps. First step, in first step you can also see in your book, when you push the switch, this is switch. Okay, this is switch. When you push the switch, what happened? The circuit closes and the current start flowing. The current when start flowing, this wire, this is what? Electromagnet. This is what? Electromagnet. This behaves, as the current moves, it behaves like electromagnet. This electromagnet attracts this. Okay. This electromagnets attract this, what do we call this? Armature. It is not given in the book. Okay, electromagnet iron strip. Okay, electromagnet attracts iron strip, and what happened? This is going to beat this gong. Okay, the hammer attached to the strip then hits the gong, making it ring. When the soft iron strip gets attracted to the electromagnet, it no longer touches. When this setup when it is going this side, what happened? It now no more in touch of screw. So what happened? This wire is attached here. Circuit is disconnected. It is no longer touches the screw, and hence the circuit is broken. Thus this turns off the electromagnet and can no longer attract the soft iron strip. Again it will come back, क्योंकि जब circuit break हो गया, then this magnetism is over, I told you, and it will move back to its position. Again when it goes, will go back and touches this screw, again the circuit is complete. Okay, the soft iron strip returned to its initial position, touching the screw. This results in the circuit being complete and currents flow again. So this process keeps on taking again and again. You have seen when the bell rings, the little interruption is there. Tin, 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 stop है, that is what breaking. So that's all, and okay, thank you children.